All right, now you can see that these fillies are, you know, they're a little nervous about this whole deal. We got one back there that's screaming, and they're all screaming back and forth, trying to find some comfort, trying to find each other. No big deal. We just ignore that sort of thing, you know. This is a splash of gin daughter right here out of a line-bred king mare. And I am really, really in love with this filly right here. She is just, you can see she's a dark bay. She's built really, really well. She's a little more primitive bred, say, than the Cataloo filly is, but boy, oh boy, what a specimen. I mean, she just is an outstanding individual. And these splasher gins, especially with over these king mares, are quite a bit, you know, they're a little more cautious. Might even use the word a little more fractious, but you'll see she's very curious as well. Never been on the trailer before, and if you the whole key to keeping these young horses calm is to remain calm yourself and never get into a situation to where you're like, you know, into a training type situation. It's just sort of remain calm and lead them into the places that you want them to go, and they'll go with you. They're looking for a leader, so you know it's very. I like to just kind of, you know, put them in a position and then let their curiosity take over, and that worked out pretty well for this other filly. We'll just see how this one works here. You can see that I've tied a knot in the end of my lead rope. And I'll do that a lot of times just because I don't want this lead rope to be ripped out of my hands by these young horses, because they can be so, you know, they can just spontaneously snatch back and try to take off running. And so I find that I putting a knot in the end of my lead rope and wearing gloves, very helpful. I've been rope burned enough over my life, and even though my hands are fairly tough, I think they're already rough enough that I don't want any more calluses and rope burns and scars. Got enough as it is. All right, so this is how I'll go about leading a horse into the trailer, okay? She's already checked it out. I really don't think that she's all that upset. I don't think she's scared by this trailer. She's just very cautious. You know, that's it. So when she backs away from the trailer or away from me, I just grab a hold of the lead rope and apply very, very minimal pressure to her, okay? Until she steps off of it and releases it for herself. There, she didn't even want to hit the end of it there that time. So she's licking and chewing. She's super attentive to me right now, so I'll just step up here and see if she's willing to follow me on the trailer. And this is a small space, okay? This is a slant load trailer, and this is a small area that she has to step into right here. So, excuse me. Getting up in here with me is going to be an issue for her. But she can overcome it. It's no big deal. I really like the way that she's being super attentive to me right now, but she's not all that curious. There she goes. I like it when they start sniffing around the trailer, okay? They're just checking it out to see, hey, are there any sharp edges? Is there anything in here that's going to bite me? Is this safe for me to stand on? They're checking it out. And she hasn't really done that enough to suit me yet, but she will. Excuse me. These pine shavings in here get to my throat. I just applied very, very small amount of pressure right there to the lead rope. And you can see I'm not pulling on her. I'm not, all I'm doing is just standing here and waiting for her curiosity to get such that she wants to get up here. Very, very light pressure. She releases it on her own. She's licking and chewing. That's great. I've got all of her attention. She's not screaming at these other horses anymore. Won't surprise me if she does, and if she does, it's perfectly fine. We're just going to ignore it, but I like the fact that I've got all of her attention right now. I'm just going to step back here and give her a little more room if she thinks that she needs more room to get on here. I'm just going to stand here. I'm not going to get in a hurry. If this takes an hour, that's okay. It's perfectly all right with me. I'll just relax. I'll let her know that I'm relaxed. If she goes back, she just runs into the lead rope. And since I've ponied this filly, and I only ponied her the one time, she knows not to put too much pressure on that lead rope. It's just there's something about ponying them with another horse that just takes all of the pulling and the snatching out of these horses. They're very confident with that lead rope, with the pressure of the halter. And I never have to pull on them very much or very hard, The first filly that we put on here is getting a little impatient. So she's kind of on my lead rope. She backed up there. So now what I'm going to do, she already knows that she can get up here. So now I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure to the lead rope and ask her to get up here. I haven't asked her yet. There, that's really good. And when she puts a foot up there, I just release it. That's perfect right there. It could not possibly be any better. She's confident that the floor is going to hold her. And now when she backs out, she's going to back into the pressure of the lead rope. Maybe it's 2 pounds of pressure. Maybe. There, she's adding a little bit more. I'm just going to let it slide through my hand. Okay, I'm wearing a glove, so it's no big deal. Not going to add any more pressure. She's just backing into it. Same amount of pressure. She was perfectly fine with it when it was her idea, right? So I have to continue to let her think that it's her idea to get on this trailer. I'm not going to pull her on. I'm just going to apply pressure till she steps up. That's all. And she's already very familiar with all this. Just going to remain relaxed. There's where the knot in my lead rope comes in handy. You okay?
I dropped a bag of groceries on my foot.
You hurt?
Yeah, it hurts.
Are you hurt?
I don't know. I'll take a bit off in a minute until I saw it.
I don't want you to come up behind her. No. I appreciate it.
Sorry, mess with you.
So now I'm just going to apply a little bit more pressure. See if I can get these back feet to move closer to the trailer. Well, there. I was going to be satisfied with less than that, but she went ahead and got up here, so that's perfect. Now the trick to this whole deal is going to be for me to go past her and get out of this trailer without her backing out, you know, because like I said, these fillies aren't super gentle. They've been handled some, but they're still a little bit fractious, particularly this one. So she's going to step out there. All I did was just with 2 fingers touch that lead rope. All right. So I'm just going to. She's not real sure about me moving. There, that's good. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the other filly. Okay. I'm going to just. It's all right. She's not sure about all this movement, so just going to ask her back up there. Put my lead rope around this vertical on the trailer, and now she's not tied. I'm not pulling on her. I'm just offering a really, really light feel right there with that lead rope. I'm going to untie my knot. We'll just see if she stays right there.